Hey, I'm Adam.
I'm Bryan.
Back with another episode of Buds and Suds. And so a friend of ours, Bryan, he not the Bryan we usually review with, but a different, Bryan and Missy, went to St. Louis for just a kind of a beer weekend romantic getaway. Pretty awesome wife that does that, by the way. Good job, Missy. But anyway, so they went to Narrow Gauge on my recommendation. I don't know if you remember the last reviews we did of Narrow Gauge, but I went there on a Abraxas weekend and had an awesome time. Loved their beers, loved their food, stuffed meatballs, awesome. So we have another Narrow Gauge beer. So this is part of their single hop brew series. This is the double dry hop Citra, 7% IPA, double dry hopped, all Citra. I guess it's the same malt bill as the rest of their single hop beers. We did like El Dorado. I can't remember which one we did. We've reviewed one of them. You have to look back at our channel. But
you bought it. I don't remember.
Yeah, exactly.
I just drank it.
Yeah. And so anyway, let's get into it.
Citra though.
Yeah, Citra. So a nice kind of just creamy vanilla color with a nice head there.
Yeah, let's get the nose.
Kind of an aggressive Citra, right?
It is.
Big, kind of big bitey.
Do we know when it was canned? It just smells more green.
They just came back. It was like 3 weekends. So I've had this maybe 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay. So it shouldn't be green then. Maybe it's just...
No, it's under a month old, but it's not more than, it's 3 to 4 weeks, I would guess.
I mean, I'm getting some herbal character, which I don't normally get from Citra.
That's what I'm saying. Big, aggressive, more than I'm used to with Citra. Not just kind of that bitey pea or bitey like pineapple. It's a little more herbal.
A little bit of tart fruit maybe, but that's to me not the predominant nose. All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, you're right. Way more herbal character than I'm used to with Citra.
It's good though. Nice mouthfeel.
Yeah.
Thought it'd be a little creamier with the way it looked, but that's still really good. It does have that bite of Citra.
It does. So I get the kind of that. I get a crackery malt backbone to this. I do. I definitely get that. But yeah, the hop presence is big as well with that typical Citra kind of tart.
Yeah, a little bite to it.
A little bite to it.
A little more. It's got a little more bitterness than I like for New England style IPAs, but it's not overwhelming. I think it blends well with it, which is actually pretty good for Citra because that adds to the tartness of the Citra. Yeah, it's kind of like this grapefruit. It's kind of that tart grapefruit pithiness to it. It's solid. Maybe a little bit of herbalness. Some of that's that crackery malt backbone. I think is what I'm getting. Is giving to that flavor. Yeah, I mean the mouthfeel. It's pretty decent. Color's awesome. I think it's good. It's good. I'd give it a 4.25. I like it.
I'm saying I get 4.25 last time. I'm gonna give it 4.25 this time.
I mean, I have to admit, knowing that it was Citra, I was kind of expecting more of that Citra nose. You get a little of that, but then you also get herbal, which is kind of different for Citra. But
and being the double dry hop, that might give you some of that greenness you were smelling and tasting. I mean, just the extra kick of hops there. So
it might.
It's solid. Yeah, it's very solid.
It's good.
4.25 from each of us. Another one, and I'll give my hands up to Narrow Gauge. So the cans I brought back when I went to Abraxas, several of them were oxidized. We thought were oxidized. So this nice color you see here. The ones we had, I mean, several of them are like this, but several of them were just brown. Brown and muddy, muted. And I called them up, and they were long distance. Obviously, I don't live there. I traveled from the Lexington, Kentucky region, which is like 4 or 5 hours away. And they were happy to even like let a proxy. If I knew someone in the area, pick some up and send them. Obviously they can't ship this area because of the shipping laws and everything. But just very pleasant. Didn't require the cans back. Just we'll replace it. We understand. Just asked them what the problem was. And so kudos to them for doing that. And they make great IPAs. Bryan and Missy said they had a great time there. Food is awesome. They said it was packed and loved it. So I highly recommend this brewery as one that I've been to. Good stuff.
Stuffed meatballs and nice New England IPA.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I mean the stuffed meatballs, man. I mean, so the guy that I met at Side Press, I didn't know about this. Well, I guess I had one of these beers. I didn't realize where it was from a friend that brought one back. But then when I was at Side Project before the Abraxas event, someone's like, "Oh, you got to go up there. Have you had lunch?" I was like, "No, I haven't had lunch." He's like, "They have great stuffed meatballs," and I was sold. I mean, I just told the story. He's like, if you like stuffed mushrooms or cat mushrooms, something like that, mushroom cast or something, I'm not a mushroom fan, but that was the other thing that they highly recommended that I did not get. But anyway, food great, beer great. Go visit them. It's a suburb of St. Louis called Florissant. So if I'm pronouncing that right. So, but just right outside of St. Louis. So anything else? As always, guys, if you can't have the beer you love the beer you have. Thanks.